Hello everyone and welcome back to Phasmophobia. The Oni is one of the most active ghost types and it loves draining players' sanity. Let's go ahead and take a look at all of its traits and abilities and go over how best to identify it with little or no evidence. The Oni is more likely to spawn for ghost events, so if you get a ghost that starts spamming you with back-to-back ghost events, it could very well be an Oni. The Oni is also more likely to do full physical manifestations when it spawns for ghost events, and it is less likely to appear as the shadow or translucent models. In addition, an Oni is supposed to never do what I call ghost breath events. This is the event where the ghost does not physically manifest and it simply just does a ball of air flying through the air. When it hits you, it looks and sounds like this. But be careful, this sound and similar sounding ones can be used during physical manifestation events. If you are 100% positive you had a ghost breath event, you can immediately rule out the Oni as a possibility. It also has an ability where it drains double the amount of sanity as other ghosts when it hits you during an event. Instead of draining 10% sanity, it will drain 20% sanity after it hits you. So if you get hit by a ghost event and notice your sanity drop by this amount, this is a sign you have an Oni. It is important to note that the ghost event has to physically hit you in order to do this sanity drain. If the ghost just spawns in the same room as you and stands still, or if you run away from the ghost, you will not see the sanity drain. The one exception seems to be the ghost event where the lights in the room get blown out. It appears that as long as you are in the room where the lights are blown, you will see the sanity drain. So if you think you may have an Oni, go look at your sanity if you are playing with your sanity monitor turned on. Wait for a ghost event and make sure you get physically hit by it. If your sanity drops by 20% and there was no other reason why you lost 10% additional sanity, i.e. you weren't standing in the dark and you didn't use any cursed items, you can know you are dealing with an Oni. I also recommend holding a lit candle while doing this test, as that will prevent your sanity from passively dropping so you get an accurate measurement of the sanity lost from the event. This additional sanity drain, coupled with the fact Onis love doing ghost events, can make them very dangerous. Thankfully, the Oni is a normal hunting ghost, meaning it cannot hunt until average sanity is below 50% sanity, unless you trigger a cursed hunt. In the latest update, the Oni was given another tell that you can use to identify it, especially if you are playing without a sanity board. During hunts, the Oni will be visible for longer than other ghosts. This tell can be super subtle if you are not looking out for it, but it can help you identify the ghost if you think Oni is a possibility. Here is a side-by-side comparison of the Oni blink versus a normal blinking ghost. So thank you so much for joining me and I hope you found this guide useful. If you did, go ahead and leave a like. Be sure to check out my channel for other Phasmophobia guides and subscribe if you haven't done so already for future content. I'd also like to give my patrons a huge shout out. Thank you guys for your continuous support as I could not be doing this without you. Happy hunting out there everyone!